Hello everyone, I'm Nightcirc and welcome to episode 2 of my Minecraft 1.19 survival Let's Play series. In our last episode, we made quite a lot of progress to start off the series. We got this chicken coop built, we got a mine shaft going, and we got our house along with some starter farms. Plus, we got our iron armor. We did also end up getting 7 diamonds in our last episode. And for today's episode, I want to build a nether portal. I got a comment on my last video saying that I should collect all the saplings in the game and go to the nether. Right now, collecting all the saplings would just be a bit too difficult. Once I get elytra, we can come back to that. But today we are going to go to the nether. I also want to work on a cow farm. So when we are ready to enchant, possibly by the end of this episode or next episode, we can have all the leather we need for bookshelves. I want to collect some iron and some other types of stones that we're going to need to do for the build around the nether. We are now on level 15 because this is the best level to find iron. So I'm just going to mine out a little bit on level 15, hopefully get a fair amount of iron. I do want to say thank you so much for the support on my first ever video on this channel. As I'm recording this, episode 1 currently has 60 views, which is just insane for the first video ever on my channel. And we are sitting at 12 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Okay, our iron pickaxe just broke and we have not found any iron. No iron in all of this, which is very unfortunate. But for now, let's just go and collect ourselves some obsidian. And we now have 18 obsidian. We do have a massive cave right at our mine shaft, which is really cool to see. And there's that other cave from episode 1 that had a mine shaft. So either by the end of today's episode or on episode 3, we are going to go on a big mining exploration. I already have an idea on what I want to do with our nether portal. But before we get into that, I want to make a chest room and get a cow and wheat farm going. As I was saying, before we get to building our nether portal, I want to get an actual wheat farm and a cow farm and a chest room going. I want each episode to be like episode 1, where each episode is very diverse and we have a bunch of different builds and objectives per episode. Through this whole series, I never want just one episode to be off of one goal. I want to keep the editing very fast paced and each episode have multiple things to do. I don't have a build planned for our chest room. I'm just going to give us a basement and make our chest room in the basement. There we go. We are going to have 2 entrances into our chest room. We'll have the way from the ladder inside our house, and then we'll have a stairway right outside our house. So without further ado, let's work on clearing this whole area out and get working on this chest room. I have just finished our chest room, and I actually really like how it came out. So we have our one entrance right here. You go down the ladder, and here we are. We got all of our chests. I'm not going to be labeling them, but I do know what is in each chest. Like right here, this is just random craftables. Right here, this is just going to be all of our valuables. Right here, this is monster drops. This is friendly drops. And then we got food and farming. We got our stones in this one. We got our sand and gravel in this. All of our dirt will be in this. And yeah, so I got it all organized. And I do really like how this came out. Right here, I think lighting is going to be super cool when we can place like a lantern right there, just hanging from there. And like same with this side, just having a lantern hang from there. But since I don't have iron for that, we just got ourselves our torches hanging. But when we can get iron for lanterns, that's going to be really cool. And right here for our second exit, we just got 2 trap doors. Pretty simple. I'm not making an actual entrance. Instead, I bone mealed the outside. So it's pretty hard to see unless you're like actually looking. And then you go this direction and then you are inside the chest room. I just wanted an easier way so I don't have to go inside the house just to get to the chest room and go down a ladder every single time. Sometimes if I'm already outside, I can just run through very quickly. Next thing I want to do is make this little wheat farm right here into an actual wheat farm. I want to get a cow farm started in today's episode, but before we do that, I gotta make sure we have the wheat to do so. So I'm going to build a little farm out in the water. I think it'll be a good use because we got this huge lake right here, and I think I have a design that can make it look pretty cool. I do think I have everything I I need to make this. I'm kind of just going to have a nice sized pad in the middle of this lake right here, and it's just going to be all for wheat. Eventually, I will expand and make like carrots and potatoes, but I will not be doing a sugarcane one, and that is just because I love the way sugarcane looks when it's going all across the lake. So I'm actually going to collect all of this and expand our sugarcane farm eventually, not for efficiency, but just for looks. I think it would be very cool if we can have a sugarcane farm just expanding all across the entire lake. Definitely not the most efficient way to farm sugarcane, but I think it would look really cool. Time to get working on our wheat farm, but first, let's do the sugarcane. The wheat farm is now complete. Now, I did end up dying to an Enderman for a second time this series. I was out in the night just trying to get bones for what I had to do next, and then I lost all my levels and died. I did get all my stuff back. I was just like right over there. I died in like around the same exact spot I died last time, and to an Enderman again. But we have finished our farm, and this is what we got. I got the pathway good and going all the way over, and here is what we got. It is something that is just really basic, something very simple, but we will be able to grow our wheat here and have plenty of space for that, and I do like how it looks. The only thing I don't like about it is how simple it is, but it's still pretty nice. And I kind of branched off here because when we get potatoes and carrots and start other farms, we might just do like pad farms like this across this side of the lake. And now for our final thing to do before we build our nether portal and go to the nether, let's start a cow farm. I already know what this cow farm is going to look like. I did a little bit of a test in a creative world, and I think it actually is really cool. And it's not something that's like a common design to use for a farm. But first, I do want a little more space, so I'm just going to kind of terraform this area just a little bit. And let's look for some cows before we actually get to building it. Now, when I was fighting those monsters out here, there were a ton of cows down in this direction. We got one right here. I do need just 2 to start, but there was at least 5 of them in the night. Oh, yep, this is the spot that I died. I worked on making a second little platform here. A creeper blew up, and then I kind of rushed out and charged an Enderman, and it was game over. Okay, there we go. We got the 2 cows trapped. Let's head to bed and get this farm done. Now, the reason I was out in the night is because I wanted to get these bones. And the reason I wanted these bones is so I can make bone meal. So I can bone meal these jungle trees. Because what I'm going to do, kind of how over here there's that tree connected to the fence, I'm going to do that, except I'm going to have 3 massive jungle trees be connected to the fence. I think this is the placement we're gonna have these trees. There we go. Oh yeah, just 2, and oh, beautiful, beautiful. And our farm is pretty much complete. Now time to breed our very first 2 cows. And our cow farm has started. I used jungle and oak for the fence to texture it a little bit. I've been using a lot of oak and birch, so I decided to switch it up and give this some jungle. But yeah, as I said, something very simple. This is a lot like the wheat farm, as it's very simple, but it's the little things like adding the trees that make it actually nice. And the main reason I wanted the cow farm to get going is so we can have leather. So either by the end of this episode or next episode, we can have bookshelves for enchanting. But now it is time to work on what this video has been building up to, and that is our nether. I pretty much have everything I need to get this build going, but I do need some lava, and I did see a lava pool down here when I was getting those jungle saplings. Here it is. I do think we're gonna need more than 2 buckets, but 2 will be fine for now. And just going into the nether might be a quicker way of getting lava than getting it that way. All right, it just started to rain, but it's getting close to the night, so before I start building, I am going to go to sleep. This is everything I think we're going to need for the build. My idea is to build it on that island, and the creation I'm aiming for is making it kind of like a ruined nether portal. I think ruined nether portals are really cool, but I'm gonna try and make this much cooler. Now, the biggest difference between mine and a normal ruined nether portal is a normal one is made with like netherrack and blocks from the nether. I'm not gonna be using pretty much any nether blocks. I'm just gonna be building it out of all these different types of stones. But first, let's patch up this little hole. We are now finished with our nether portal build. I like the way it came out, and you can definitely tell it's a lot like the ruined nether portals. It is very similar, but I do like how it looks. I would like to make the lava look a little bit better, but the lava kind of has a mind of its own, so it's a little difficult to kind of get the lava how you want it. But overall, I do think it does look very nice. And before we go to the nether, since I am running very low on food, I'm going to go breed some of our chickens. Whoa, 3 eggs in a row. I'm gonna breed some of them, and we need the food. I'm sorry. Now that we got some chicken, I'm going to cook this up, and then we will make our way to the nether for the first time in this series. Hopefully when we spawn in, we spawn near a nether fortress, or maybe even a bastion. I've never explored a bastion, and this series we definitely will be exploring one. And one more thing before I fully leave, I'm gonna throw down some hay bales and some bone meal in the cow farm, just so it's not so empty. There we go, and then eventually we will come back and I will start breeding these cows so we can get ourselves enough leather for bookshelves so we can get some level 30 enchantments. Please be sure to let me know what you think of this build and how I can improve it. Let's make our way into the nether for the very first time. Okay, I hear a ghast right off the start. Okay, and this is our nether spawn. I don't have my render distance up high enough to see too much around me, and I definitely think we could have got a better spawn. But oh no, I forgot. Oh no, he's gonna, okay, I completely forgot about wearing gold. I'm gonna have to go back to my house and get gold after I take care of him. I have not been in the nether enough to know that. Okay, we're gonna go get ourselves some gold. This is the first time I'm seeing the trees from the cow farm from over here, and that looks really cool. But I need to put on some gold armor. I completely forgot about that. I'm just gonna make a golden helmet. We should now be good. And I do gotta say, I really do not like the nether. We will be exploring it for this episode, but we probably won't be doing too many things in the nether besides maybe looking for a nether fortress or a bastion, just because the nether is very scary. And now we should be cleared from them. All right, yeah, we're in the clear. I'm going to collect a bunch of netherrack just so we can kind of build around our portal. Although if a ghast does break it, we'll be good because we have our flint and steel. And I do know I should be doing this out of cobblestone, but I did not bring any with me. So the netherrack will have to do. But we got glowstone, which is just beautiful. Just the sounds in here are so scary. Now, the nether will be perfect for us to get levels until we can get ourselves an XP farm, because mining the netherrack is just amazing for XP. Oh, we have another fortress. Oh, that is beautiful. We're gonna go explore this. I'm collecting some blocks just in case things get really bad. I'll be able to use my building to hopefully allow myself to live. There is no safe way to get down, so I'm just gonna fall down, ow, and come over here and make ourselves a stairway going up. Oh gosh. Eventually I will come in with cobblestone and make a cobblestone stairway and protect our nether with cobblestone. Oh gosh. All right. Sorry if I seem really jumpy. I just legitimately am scared of the nether. There is so much netherrack around here. We will eventually come back and collect it, but I want to see what's going on with this fortress. I got 40 blocks on me. I think we're ready to go in. Oh, there we go. A terrible fortress. Okay, we will also come back and collect that. I just don't know how to use that or what I want to use it for right now. But we can always come back and collect it as our portal is right next to this fortress. Oh, all right. There is very, very, very easy glowstone. We're going to collect this. Okay, let's carry on. Now the fortress gets interrupted, but what is that sound? Okay, it gets interrupted, but it does go down that direction and connect way along here. So it does look like we got a pretty nice sized fortress. Ooh, our first blaze. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Again, I'm sorry for being really jumpy. My fighting skills are not good at all, and I'm already scared of the nether. So seeing all these scary monsters, plus the sound, it is scary. It looks so far like we actually have a really bad fortress. And this is the final direction we can take, so hopefully it's nice down here. Now there is a blaze spawner. That is very good to see. I don't have any torches, but I think glowstone could work. A blaze spawner, that is just perfect. We love to see it. I think I have explored the entire fortress and there hasn't been a single chest. Yeah, I think we just got really, really unlucky with this fortress. Another blaze spawner. Oh my gosh. Okay, and we are now making our way back to the entrance. I just explored the entire fortress and it's about average size, but there's a lot of spots where it just gets cut off like this and there are no chests. Overall, I would say that this is a pretty dang bad fortress. Now there are 2 blaze spawners, which is very nice. We will be exploring deeper at some point for hopefully another nether fortress or maybe a bastion, but I think that's going to be it for right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't like the nether. I only spent maybe 25 minutes in the nether, but that is definitely enough to see what's going on. Oh my gosh. Sorry this wasn't too much of an exploration on the nether. I just really do not like the nether. What are you doing out here? Oh, you better run. I'm not the biggest fan of the nether. And when it comes to the good things in the nether, like a nether fortress, and we sadly get very unlucky. But that is going to be it for episode 2 of my Minecraft 1.19 survival Let's Play series. I really, really hope you did enjoy. And please be sure to comment down below what you want to see for episode 3. I said this in the first episode. I want this series to be very interactive. And I'd love to see what you want to see for the future episodes. Today's episode, we got that wheat farm done, we got the cow farm done, and we got our nether done. Yet again, a very productive episode. Please drop a like down below, subscribe if you have not already.